Chiefs. They, of course, were Super Bowl champions 3 years ago. The win over the Niners in Miami. They fell to the Bucs in Tampa a couple years back. They had the blown lead in the AFC title game against Cincinnati last year. And now they're back, making their third trip to the big game in 4 years.
And their recent history only increases the urgency to try and win another Super Bowl title with this group.
Meanwhile, the 49ers are back in the Super Bowl for the 8th time in franchise history. One of the more successful teams in the Super Bowl era, no doubt. They look to claim their 6th title, which would tie them with the Pats and Steelers for most ever.
And they've been really close in recent years. They were in this game just 3 seasons ago, Super Bowl 54 in Miami. Had the lead in the 4th quarter against Kansas City, but watched it slip away. And how about last year? Lost a 4th quarter lead to the Rams in the NFC title game.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. First play, Mahomes looking to throw it. Rolling to his right. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Bell. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That whole thing was thrown off track thanks to the defense of Fred Warner. Really nice play. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Flush to his right. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Purdy. Open man is Juwan Jennings. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the 49ers are on the board first here in this Super Bowl.
Brandon, this is the Super Bowl. A touchdown scored in any game is big. In this one, it's massive.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. KC's offense ready to take over. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down. Here's Jerick McKinnon, his first carry of the ball game. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Throwing now is Mahomes. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Okay, after those first 2 drives, I think there's a head coach who's going to be calling for CSI. They're going to want some forensics on this. What is going on with this ball club? Unable to hold on to the football and take care of it.
They have 2 straight fumbles for them to start out.
Yeah, you would think that this team would come in ready to go. Sometimes just mentally not prepared, and it shows up in these types of plays.
The drive will start with an option going left. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Calling a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Gould with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. A big play there for KC. 51 yards. One quarter done, 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57. 14-0 is our score. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And able to work his way down to the 16. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Mahomes. It's his brother's running back, Jerick McKinnon. And the Chiefs are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Now here's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Juju Smith-Schuster from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs are on the board here in this Super Bowl.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's capped off by the touchdown from Juju Smith-Schuster. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful with this one.
Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33. On 1st down, Purdy. His throw incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
He's going to keep this again. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. That's caught by Jennings. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 18. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. So offside's the call, and they understandably declined it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Now Purdy.
Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And he'll just get rid of it.
I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Escaping the pressure right. Going deep to the end zone for Juju. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he rifles one incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
He broke that line of scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose it down as well. So he obviously needs to have better awareness about what he's going to do. Either tuck it and go or throw to a target and get that pass away.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Looking to throw again on second down. Purdy. A dump off for Mason. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Purdy to throw it on first down.
Steps away to his left. This is Jennings. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Niners continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Four seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon.
So the halftime show of the Super Bowl, abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Throwing here, Purdy.
Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Mahomes now to throw. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
I think he had eyes on that run the whole time. Good anticipation, because it seemed to me he waited for the coverage to get drawn away and then had the easy scamper out of bounds to get the short yardage first down.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Flushed out right. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 50. Charles, I guess you have to give some credit to the fact that they rallied and made the tackle, didn't allow 2 points to go the other way there.
Find that silver lining, because what happened prior to that was not positive. Go for 2, fumble the football, give up a return, but you're exactly right. They did hustle and prevented a score going against them.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
The way he went into that contact, as a rookie QB, you just kind of hold your breath. Maybe slide there?
Probably a very good idea. Not probably. Definitely a very good idea. And I go back to something someone told me a long time ago. In college, yeah, those guys are going to hit you, but they're just playing for a scholarship. These guys in the NFL, they're hitting you for jobs. That's a whole different hit.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey,
his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Niners will extend their 3rd quarter lead here in this Super Bowl.
Gold with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense set to go. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. After the sack on first down, Mahomes complete, the tight end Kelsey. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Mahomes going to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Well, Jarius Sneed up to make the play defensively. 2nd and 6. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
Gets this one to Juszczyk. Touchdown 49ers. Kyle Juszczyk, 30 yards.
And the 49ers are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl.
Gould able to tack on the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter.
Just one more quarter remains in the season-long race for the Lombardi Trophy here at Super Bowl 57 from Glendale.
We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up second down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
51 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing on 2nd down. Purdy. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, it's Purdy. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A handoff, McCaffrey running right.
They'll get this to about the 38.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And the San Francisco 49ers will hoist the Lombardi Trophy as Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely